I used to visit a kinyozi called Moses Adoli. I would visit him around 8 p.m., return the previous day's newspaper, and take that day's newspaper. In the process, I met a young man who inquired from me if I was the person quoted in the social media as having worked at State House Nakuru. I told him I didn't work in State House Nakuru. I did desk job. So whatever reports and whatever was coming from State House, I did the paperwork. My colleagues are the ones who used to work there. He asked me if I knew so and so. I said yes, from reports, but I've never met him. Then he told me he's the son to that officer. I told him I wanted to meet his father, and he arranged a meeting between me and his father. When we met, I asked the officer, now retired, what Moi's day was. He said it was very boring, because for a person who used to work for over 20 hours a day, finding himself being idle for over 20 hours had affected him, even if it was very many years after he retired. Then I asked if, he said Moi preferred talking to people whom he used to know, catching up. I said if he could arrange for me to meet Moi. He said that can be arranged, but he wanted to know why I wanted to meet Moi. I said I wanted to meet Moi because of two things. The first one, I wanted to meet Moi so that he knows what I am going through. For simply saying that Kibaki was a better candidate than him, and the president, of course, this is what I was. At that time, I used to put on rags. I remember my long trouser. I had several khaki or long trousers, and the size were at the end of the tip of the trouser near the shoes. So I wanted Moi to see what victims of his rule faced. Secondly, I told him hopefully because Moi was financially capable, he would address that. Then he agreed, and he went and made the arrangements. The time when we were supposed to meet, he came back because the appointment is long. The booking took 6 weeks for him to reach there and talk to Moi. Then after talking to Moi, shortly he met me. But you see, 6 weeks meeting him, and then an arrangement was made for 3 months later. Because, as I said, Moi was idle. He was not idle that way. He was meeting people, discussing and whatever. So, unless yours is an urgent matter, you had to stand behind the last person on the line. So mine was found 3 months later. And before the 3 months was over, when this man went to confirm the appointment, Moi had developed weaknesses through age and health-wise. So I was told to wait until his health improves. 2 to 3 years later, the health never improved, and it ended up in a state funeral. That is how close I was to visiting Moi in State House, Kabarak. In his home, not State House, in his home at Kabarak. Thank you.